All right, it's 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 9th. We'll call to order the Mount Pleasant Planning Commission meeting. We'll have, let's see here, Ms. Graham do the pledge and Cedric do the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, thank you for this evening. Thank you for the ones who came out tonight, God. I pray that you would be with us tonight as we make decisions for our community and for the people in the community. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roll call. Only one missing tonight is Mr. Irvin. He's sick. So we got a quorum. Number 4, approval correction of minutes from August 12th.
I make a motion to approve the correction of the minutes.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. We have no unfinished business from prior meetings, special reports, nothing from y'all yet. That's it. 7, new business. Mr. Brooks, Director.
A, applicant Brightland Homes of Tennessee LLC has submitted construction plans for South Bend Crossing, a proposed residential development consisting of 219 lots across approximately 58.71 acres. The property is primarily zoned R3 high density, with a portion zoned R2 medium density. It is located off South Cross Bridges Road near the intersection of US 43. The site is identified as tax map 133, parcel 01.01, and is recorded in book R 3049, page 645.
Be the engineer and them are here for that. Will, if we could start with you on this one, I'd appreciate it. Let us know what your thoughts are.
As Chris described, these are construction drawings for this development. As part of our review process, we commented that code and covenants restrictions to speak to commonly managed open space lots would need to be provided prior to the final plat. We need to add names to those streets and a typical lot layout diagram, which are minor issues. The other comment was pertaining to a lighting plan. This is something they just need to coordinate with Mount Pleasant Power, just so we know the location and pole heights for those. But that's something that is in Mount Pleasant Power's list of things to do. But they do need to be addressed. And then along with that, your role here is to approve or deny or approve conditionally based on your deliberation.
All right, I see we had some other information from Barge Design and TDAC stuff too.
That is correct.
Okay. Gerald, want to speak on this or somebody for this project?
And I do have the covenants.
Okay.
Will, I do have a copy of the covenants.
Okay, that's great. It's just so it doesn't know who's responsible.
And the other comments, we'll work through them with the staff on those comments. We did address some of them, but we kind of got some of them. I think the water stuff just came in like today, so but we'll go through the process and get everything addressed on them. So.
And I can read each one of the conditions
Yeah.
if you need that.
Sure. Why don't you do that where we make
Okay.
sure we
South Bend Crossing. Barge Design has identified necessary changes to the sewer plan that must be addressed prior to be approved. CEC has noted that the TDEC construction general permit, CGP notice of coverage must be in place before land disturbance permit can be issued. And CEC, again, our engineering firm, will need to provide comments on the water distribution, in which we got those late this evening. And I've already forwarded those to Mr. Vick. KCI has submitted comments outlining further items requiring resolution. And
Yeah, that's these, right?
Correct. We'll just went over each one of those.
So the sewer plan says it has to be addressed prior to approval. Can that still be conditional, or do we need to?
Correct, yes.
All right.
These are, I won't call them housekeeping, but they're things that need to be addressed, elevations on a few of the manholes, from my understanding. But I guess that's probably a bad term to put in there, being improved, but,
Right.
but before we could issue a land disturbance permit, these conditions would have to be met.
So it's nothing like in relation to the size of the lines or where they're going or anything. It's just elevation type stuff as far as we know.
From my understanding, Dale,
They had asked for a couple of service.
Do you wanna-
crossings.
touch on that real quick? I don't think that's the case, but I'm gonna let,
Go ahead. I was gonna say, I think that what they're saying, the condition would be that the construction plans comply with CEC's comments regarding the water
Also,
distribution.
we have CECs.
That's
It's
what
the
they
same thing
submitted
with
today.
it's the
Right,
same
right.
thing with barges
Right,
comments.
that's fine.
They identified one specific area. They didn't have an elevation. They just
Okay,
requested
all right.
it.
So yeah, I mean, it's not anything. It's
It's,
just,
it's not anything detrimental on barges comments.
want to make sure.
we should have in your packet CEC.
Yeah, there's.
For the stormwater.
For stormwater.
Stormwater, because we use CEC also for the water distribution. And those comments, of course, were not in there because we received them
Sure.
about 3:30.
Just in time for the meeting. Does anybody have any other questions about that?
So these are the things,
Yeah, there was 3 left on there.
and 3 left on here, because he got the water thing.
But we have to have them addressed.
Have to have them
Yeah.
Oh,
addressed.
still,
Yes.
okay.
So, yeah. There's 3
We
things
can
left from
approve with those
KCI,
Conditions.
3 things. Cedric, any questions?
I don't have any.
Don't have any other really. We'll entertain a motion on this if there's no other comments or questions.
We want to vote on each one of the conditions, or,
If they want to approve them with all 4, they can do that. It's
Okay.
up to them.
Yep.
These are not variances. This is just conditions for.
Right.
So in the motion, I would need to call them all out then?
Yes, I think you could say, make a motion that you approve the construction plans subject to the 4 conditions of approval. That,
That are on this sheet.
Yeah.
The KCI, all 3 of the KCI findings, arch design and the 2 CECs.
Understand.
I'll make a motion
You
that
make it.
we conditionally approve this on the 4 different findings. The barge design is identified for the sewer plan, the CEC has noted TDEC construction general permit. The CEC will need to provide comments to water distribution, and the 3 items KCI has left, which is the name of the proposed streets, a lighting plan, and a typical lot layout diagram for R2 and R3 zoning.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
okay,
Yes, sir.
going to the second item, B, applicant Samantha Larson, on behalf of Lab Land Holdings LLC. An application has been submitted for a site plan approving for a proposed 4,000 square foot industrial building on a 3.32 acre parcel located at Hoover Mason Road. The property is identified on tax map 129, parcel 45.16. And the applicant has representation.
We'll start with Will again if we can, and just where we kind of understand what we're all be on the same page, and we'll go to the applicant if we can.
Sure. So as Chris mentioned, this is industrially zoned property. The proposed use is in alignment with the zoning. However, there are some requests they're making from a design review standpoint. They have a large area to the rear of the building. Look at the plan, the building is kind of at a diagonal to the road. And I think that may be based on topography of the site, but their outdoor storage area is directly behind.
We can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Hey, back. You got
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, where did I?
Where are you, the storage is directly behind.
Okay.
Building at an angle.
So there is a large outdoor storage area for the building. Right now, it appears to be surrounded with a chain link fence. The zoning ordinance requires a opaque fence, a solid wood fence, or masonry wall, no less than 6 feet in height. They're asking for a waiver of that requirement, and that you may want to ask them to speak to that, the need for that requirement. There's also a request for a waiver from the landscaping and screening, to allow some leniency on that screening requirement. There's also 25-foot mounted light fixtures, and the zoning ordinance limits those to 22 feet in height. So that would be another waiver request. The site is a little bit unique. The building is at an angle compared to the road. There may be some reasons for that the applicant can speak to, but they are requesting those design waiver approvals and light fixture to be approved as well.
Who do we have to speak on this one? Gerald again. Come on, Gerald.
All right, so as far as the light fixture go, they can probably make an adjustment to that. I don't know that
Was there a specific reason they wanted 25?
I don't know. They just sent me the plan. That's what they put on the plan. So they may have not realized that we needed to limit that to 22 feet. I don't really see it being a problem either way, but if y'all want to approve that as a waiver, I would be okay with that. And we just tell them, you know, if you can do 20 feet, that they'd be okay with that as well. On the screening, is my understanding that that fence could be screened by vegetation. What we did propose is that we have a buffer on the southern side because of the different property use to the south. So we have a good buffer over there that should adequately screen, you know, pretty much two sides of that from that property. So I felt like that was good. We proposed screening on the front side, which would screen it from the roadway. The two other sides that would be screening basically from the property behind it. The finished floor of the building behind it is about 20 feet above the finished floor of this building, maybe a little more. And so you're basically planting a 20-foot tree that he's going to look over. You're not really going to get us anything from screening that direction. Other uses in that area are industrial and aren't screened. You know, I tried to tell the client that that's not an excuse because codes are different now than they were then. But then at the same time, you know, I felt like there were some good terrain issues that would warrant this. The soils area in the back, we're leaving, you know, we have to leave it undisturbed because this is a septic site. And that's why the orientation on the property is what it is, so that we can minimize our impact into the soils area. It's uphill, so they're going to have a grinder pump to hook up to it.
And does that has to be approved? I see the septic system requires approval from Murray County Environmental Agency. That's
Will be
right.
TDEC.
TDEC.
TDEC, yes.
Will be TDEC.
It says Murray County.
That's the,
Oh, this is
that's,
the last.
oh,
one.
okay, yeah.
And then
Okay.
my understanding is, since it is a grinder pump, that the utility has a purview to review the pump, even though it's septic. So we'll work with them, whatever they need us to do for that private
Oh,
system.
the project height must be approved by the Murray Regional Air Authority. Is this run by them yet?
We've submitted it to FAA middle of August. You know, we won't be able to start until we get FAA approval. It's not really, I don't think, it's not really Murray County, it's FAA that you have to.
Yeah, it's the Murray Regional Airport Authority, but that's who it goes through. I mean, they probably have to send it to the FAA.
Yeah, we
It comes
submitted
back
it
through there.
middle of August, so I'm kind of hoping that they would respond. The interesting thing is the property behind it, we actually did that addition and we got FAA approval of it. Well, the finished floor of it's 20 feet above this one, so they're 20 feet higher than this building. So really, this one's being tucked in. I don't think that it's going to be an issue, but you still got to ask for permission.
Right.
We have submitted for a SWIP, so that'll be in play before we move ahead, and it gives us a chance to pick up the other comments before we do.
Cedric, you got any more questions? Anybody got any questions for Gerald on this project?
I was confused over which parcel it is, because that one in my system didn't exist, 129
tried to
parcel
find it too,
4516.
yeah.
So, I mean, I got a little map. Gerald, can you show me what parcel it is?
You don't ask me, because I drove by it the other day, yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean, the one highlighted with, that's the one I just used to search from, so.
right. All right, so keep in mind,
Mhm.
there was that plat a minor plat, or did they come before? Or they?
It did go,
should be that
yes, it did go
property.
before the plan
It's the
commission.
property that belongs to the Andersons. And they divided it off into two
I remember when
pieces.
they divided it, yes.
And so we're doing this on.
So it's just one of these, right?
Right, it looks like it's the one you got highlighted there,
Okay,
and, it's residential on down from it,
yeah.
but yeah, that's the last industrial piece.
So how are you gonna buffer it on that side towards the residential? That's what I guess
Yeah,
I
we
wanted to
have
know.
a, screen buffer, escape buffer.
For
So
the
it's only the
residential.
back of it that won't have it.
Pardon?
It's the back of it that won't.
Right, the back of it adjoins the
Right.
Airpair.
the other, yeah,
Yeah.
the Anderson.
And that's where you wouldn't have a screen.
Right, there, and then on the side that kind of that
Offset.
northwest corner. Because of the way the orientation, those two sides know, of course, you have it all the way up the property line on this
Yeah.
side. And then we screen across the front, so you don't see it you don't see it.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks,
bringing
sir.
that, because I was.
Yeah, I know, I tried. I kept trying to figure it out.
We have any other questions?
The building elevation was included in your packets. That's it right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's very pretty.
Very nice.
All right. Entertain a motion on this?
Did he say they have the project type approved from the airport?
No, they don't.
Submitted.
It's a submitted. it's not
Okay,
come
but
back.
so it'd be contingent on those.
On those
And
three
this one, they
things.
are approving, they're requesting 2 waivers,
And
right?
2 waivers also.
The light-
Waiver of landscaping
landscaping.
and lights.
Yeah.
For light height.
Light height, yeah, 20, 25.
25, yeah, which we can approve up to 30 if so fit. But I mean, that's,
I will tell you, their business is LED, solar light type business, and that's, so they might want those in particular to kind of show them off for people that would come to their property.
I think in this one, it would be appropriate to vote on the waivers first, each one, and then the conditions separately.
so the first waiver is the screening.
Okay, for, I make a motion that we waiver the wall and landscaping for this site plan.
I second that motion.
All in
Only
favor?
as requested, right?
As requested,
As
as requested.
Mhm.
Yes, I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, no, no,
As
yeah,
requested.
you can. You're allowed.
All in favor? Motion carries. Now, in regards to the light height,
I make a motion, we approve the waiver for land, lab land holdings for the, change in the height of the light fixtures,
25 feet.
25 feet.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll go to the other review projects. We could do all three of those with one.
I think so.
Okay, I make a motion, we accept the site plan, contingent upon the modifications to the stormwater plan, that the airport authority approves the height, and the septic system approval from Murray County Environmental Agency.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I know,
I know.
I did, did it too.
All right, Director.
Number C, letter C. Applicant Jessica K. Lucine, I knew I was gonna forget how to pronounce her name. So, apologize. On behalf of Stewart Parker and Murray County Industrial Development Board, an application has been submitted for a site plan approving Project Mustang, the proposed 186,000 square foot industrial facility to be constructed on 36.9 acres within Cherry Glen Industrial Park. The property is identified as tax map 126, parcel 041.01. And the applicant or representative is in the audience.
All right. We'll start like we always do. We'll hear from Mr. Will first, and then we'll get the applicant to come speak on these things. Lisa?
So thank you. This industrial site, pretty good alignment. Submitted their photometric plan is requested. They are requesting a waiver for your consideration pertaining to the landscape ordinance, where landscaping around either dry or wet detention ponds is required. They are requesting that there are 2 detention areas on site. One's in the rear of the building, out of sight, out of mind. The other is towards the front of the building, which would be close to a future road. No timing on when that future road would be coming online, but that is a requirement of the ordinance, and I feel it's appropriate you can grant a waiver for that. And the only other outstanding issue is that you may want to consider a condition of approval that all light fixtures meet the requirements of the zoning ordinance. There was a few missing notes that would help us verify that the fixtures proposed meet the requirements of the ordinance in terms of shielding and voltage, things like that. But pretty minor issue that we will be comfortable with you at staff level if you're comfortable with us doing. Chris, was there anything else related to the industrial board?
Yes, yes, we do have a letter from the industrial board, review committee. They would want to conditionally approve the plan. There are some things on their spreadsheet that are unanswered at this moment, but I think they have 12 different items. But I have a letter that I've handed out to each of you that requesting this conditional.
Yes, 7 items on it.
Yes, sir.
What we got's got 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See, they got to get approved by the airport too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And CEC made comments about getting the TDEC
TDEC notice of.
CGP as well.
All right, so we want to go through. Come speak, please.
yeah.
I'm not going to try to pronounce your name after Chris tried, so.
It's
Go ahead.
Jessica Lucision,
Okay, just-
and yeah, I'm here on behalf of Gresham Smith. We're the civil engineers and landscape architects for the project, and happy to answer any questions.
So the variance for the landscaping is the reasons behind that. Just
The one pond, like the most significant pond is, I think we showed in the exhibit like 1,200 feet or 2,100 feet. I don't remember offhand now. From the road. So it's really tucked way back. And then also with the change in elevation, just seems like no one's ever going to even notice it's back there. And then the other one, I think, yeah, it has to do with that future road where it was like, feels like it would just need to be eliminated at some point sooner rather than later. So that was the reasoning there, and definitely anything on the light fixtures, we'll make sure they meet the
Zoning
ordinance.
ordinance.
Yeah. And whatever the industrial board needs as well.
Right, and I guess somebody's contacted the FAA on this one too. Is that
I
paperwork in process? Do we
Don't know offhand, but if we haven't, certainly we're gonna make sure we do, yes.
And there's no problems with the letter from Industrial Review Committee.
I know
Have you
that-
seen this?
I haven't seen that letter, but I know that we received some comments from the industrial board that we were like talking with the client on, but I don't think any of them were of significance, yeah, that we were concerned with.
Any other questions? Anyone? All right, we want to go through the waivers first.
Make a motion that we approve the landscape detention pond waiver for the requester, Project Mustang.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Another one's really not a variance, it's just we want to make sure it complies with the zoning ordinance. The light.
Right, yeah,
It's not-
that would
it's not a
just be-
waiver, it
Yeah,
just.
they're just
like-
conditions of
right,
approval.
So it'd just be
conditions of
part of
approval.
the whole motion.
All four of those things, I think.
Right, yeah, the four that are under this sheet.
Right,
So,
right. Okay.
take a motion on those conditions.
Make a motion, we approve the site plan for Project Mustang conditioned upon the airport's approval. The conditions in the what the Industrial Review Committee.
Industrial Review Committee.
The TDEC notice of coverage and that they comply with the photometric light plan in our zoning ordinance.
Second that motion.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. General comments from the citizens. Nobody signed up to speak tonight. Board, staff comments, anything from y'all?
None at this time.
Anything from the board? I'd just like to thank you again for bringing a good, complete package for us.
Yes,
It's
yes.
been very nice. Thank you so much, Chris, and
A little heavy.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Killing a lot of
Go ahead.
trees.
I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make
It's all good.
I will. Thank you for your help too.